Anyone who truly knows Jehovah's Witnesses recognizes that all of these accusations are completely ridiculous.
Wrong.
Could you please give some tips on how to witness to Jehovah's Witnesses? No, I can't actually. I find this to be one of the most difficult witness encounters. But how do we witness to the Jehovah's Witness who is so trained and prepared to deal with you, dear evangelical? They have studied not their entire Bible. If they would, they wouldn't be a Jehovah's Witness, but they've studied the verses. They know the objections you're going to bring, and they are prepared to just ginsu knife you. How do you deal with that? Got to tell you, I don't find it pleasant because you can spend years in these conversations. Their heels are dug in, and they're prepared for all of your objections to the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're willing to wrangle forever. That's why if I were going to offer any recommendation, I'd keep it short and sweet. Remember, God could be using you just a bit, just a little bit, in order to perhaps plant a seed, bring about just a little tinge of doubt so that the next person might have a better opportunity and they might be more receptive soil, prepared to receive the seed of the word. So don't feel like you've got to get embroiled in a 10-day debate. Instead, just some thoughts for your consideration. You walk by those people at their stands, and by the way, I've walked by a lot of Jehovah's Witness stands. They're never talking to anybody. They're just standing there, earning their way to heaven. And that is what you could say to them as you pass by, lovingly, not shooting snarks, but instead, my friend, I know why you're standing here. It's an effort to try to gain your way into paradise. You know, Jesus Christ, fully God, fully man, grace alone, faith alone. He'll take you to heaven based on his works, not yours. See ya! Short, sweet. I do not hesitate from saying, my friend, you do realize the world thinks that you're in a cult. And there's a reason for that. It is because your theology about Jesus Christ is so wrong. You're outside of Christianity. If you ever want help getting out of that cult, I would be thrilled to have the honor to help you do that. And then get out of there!
Get out of there!
Don't need to make it a long sort of diatribe, just in and out. You could make some very clear statements that I think give it a real exclamation point that might just lead to some doubt. I also love to do this with Mormons, my friend. If you're right, I'm a pretty moral kind of guy. I don't beat my wife and kids. Well, not much. I pay my taxes mostly. I don't embezzle a lot. So if you're right, I'm okay. But if I'm right, and we must believe, 1 John 2 talks about this, Jesus talks about this. If you don't have the Son right, John 5 through 10, if you don't have the Son right, you don't have the Father either. My friend, you don't have the Son right, you don't have the Father. That means if I'm right, and if the classic understanding of the nature of Jesus Christ is correct, then you, my friend, you will be damned. Please rethink this. Boom! And then you can get right out of there because you don't want to get yourself embroiled in a long debate. They just, in my estimation, are not extremely productive. Now, some people would argue, and that is why, please do this if you see fit, there are ways that you can show Jesus is God, because that tends to be the territory where we get engaged in a real sort of theological fist fight with a Jehovah's Witness. Who exactly is Jesus Christ? They will say he's the Archangel Michael. We say fully God, fully man. And they'll say, no, John 1:1, you don't understand. And they'll use their own translation, which is tainted to make it look like Jesus is not God, which, by the way, you can show them in Greek. He actually is. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. They say it doesn't have a definite article in front of God, so the Word was a God, but not the God. Ah, ha, 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 ha. And you can say, ah, ha, 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 ha. In Greek, it's actually theos, ein, God was halagos. God was the Word. So the Greek just undermines that totally, but you can go to other places to demonstrate Jesus is God. You can show them that God is called the Alpha and the Omega. Who's it talking about? God. What is Jesus called in the book of Revelation? The Alpha and the Omega. Bing, do a little math. If Alpha and Omega is God, Jesus is called Alpha and Omega. Jesus is God. Aha, gotcha. Please feel free to use as many of those as you choose. My input into the evangelistic approach to Jehovah's Witnesses is to keep it short, keep it loving, but by all means keep it punchy, because they are outside of orthodoxy. And while they might look all dressed up, cleaned up, they got their suits and their skirts on, they don't understand Jesus rightly. And that means they're going to hell. Help them understand that. Hello, Maria. This is Todd Friel from your auto insurance company, noticing you're not taking advantage of any of our life insurance policies. Really? Oh, really? You're not afraid to die? That's funny. Listen to this clip from Paul Washer.
I'm talking about you.
So what do you think of that, Maria? Maria?